Hello, SNA Assassinators. Happy St. Patrick's Day again. This is Super Ninja Austin, about 5 hours later, back here with another video. I could be wrong. Maybe it's been 4.5 hours, but yeah, I'm back here after celebrating a little bit of the first half of the holiday, with a very fun parade and went out to eat with family and whatnot. But I'm back here while we had a little St. Patrick's Day lunch. I end up putting on Monday Night Raw, watching it with my mom, because we do that as a like a family bond of us being WWE fans. We watched them, and this episode edition, which my mom couldn't even believe that we're watching in the afternoon. And I can't believe I'm making a review video in the afternoon. And some of y'all probably asking me, why am I whispering? It's because, my youngest baby nephew is napping right now, so we have to keep it down. But we can still talk about what happened, went down on Monday Night Raw in this lovely afternoon, even though it was already nighttime in Brussels, Belgium, Germany. And this is where they show all the wrestlers that's going to be on tonight. Like, we got Braun Breaker and Finn Balor. We had who else that was in the match? Like, main event Jey Uso against what's his name, and A-Town Down Under getting in the ring. Bianca Belair and Io Sky did the same. And yeah, let's talk about all the stuff. What happened on Monday Night Raw. They got started. We got first. It was what's his name? It was. We got like a tease of a triple threat match, like what we probably predicted, like along with like some little bit of revelation on the post steel cage beatdown match, a post match beatdown by Roman Reigns. Even though we haven't seen Roman Reigns tonight, but we did. We got Seth Rollins there to ask some questions and send him a message, and we also got the return of John Cena, but instead of with a debut on a new theme music, maybe not yet, he's still using his new one, but it's where we saw him like it's his usual self, except like the complete opposite, like his heel version of a hustle, loyalty, and respect, if that makes sense. Even though there's no such thing as a heel wrestler that has hustle and loyalty and respect. Well, at least the loyalty and respect part. But you get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, we also got Cody Rhodes made a promise to come out there and confront John Cena. There was surprisingly no physicality. I'll give you a little warning about that. And we also got a pretty entertaining championship match, which was the main event of tonight's Raw. It felt like it was a 2-hour show rather than a 2.5-hour show. But yeah, but we're gonna start things off with Michael Cole and Corey Graves would start the broadcast with them showing in their respective chairs in the commentary booth. And I was surprised, like, where the hell is Pat McAfee at? Nothing against Corey Graves, well, at least for seriously. But at the same time, we like, but Pat McAfee got some other working, what's it called, duties that he needed to do, like with someone like ESPN for him not making it in the show, or did he couldn't make it to Germany or any other European tours, like, and he decided to stay in America? Let me know down in the comments below about that. But it's where we got like some vignettes about Cody Rhodes for the last couple weeks cutting a promo about John Cena and The Rock, because John Cena did and he told him that pretty much saying that he pretty much gave up, which was supposed to be a slogan that he never give up, but he ended up giving up, like when he sold his soul to The Rock. And then this is where we got John Cena came out after the vignette. This is where I was like, I thought they was going to come out with a new theme music, because this is the 20th, this is the exact same day 20 years ago when he debuted the Time Is Now theme song. But now he should be going back to go into a heel path. Like, maybe he can even wear a suit, but no, he's wearing the colorful gear, like of the cap and the shirt. He still had the towel that said his final time is now. And this is where we heard the fans start chanting John Cena sucks, which is starting to be more like a trend, like of Kurt Angle's "You suck" chants. But the thing is, he's a heel at this time, so fans are going to be saying that out of the entertainment perspective. That's where he was, even though he was wearing the colorful gear, he was more of a burgundy kind of villainous color, if you know what I mean, if that makes sense. Like, of this red he wore, like when he was heading over to the ring, like, and when he got in the ring and what he wore tonight. This where probably the adult fans are chanting "Let's go Cena," while the younger fans are chanting "Cena sucks" when they start saying "Let's go Cena, Cena sucks." And this is what, yeah, this trend will never get old, even if John Cena is a heel. But this is where we got the 16-time WWE World Champion. Then cut a promo. He's like, yeah, like after he said that, this is where he's like, well, like this is where he tries to explain himself why he did what he did. He's like this is properly ground. Like, let's be properly ground. Like, yeah, this is just same old stuff. You don't have to look outside to look like at these guys that will never just change for once. And that's where the German fans just start chanting John Cena sucks, like in a very German kind of style song, I guess you could say, if that makes sense. Like saying like, Cena sucks, Cena sucks. See, and this is where even saying in their own language as well. This is where this is where John Cena said, and this was like you just don't, you guys just don't learn, do you? And this where then one fan tried to say something. He's like, no, you already had your time to talk with him, saying it in a snappy voice. And I was like, damn, like I never thought I would hear Cena like that, even if he was a baby face. But this is where then we got, and this is where then John Cena. Then this is where fans start boo. I was like, I would never thought I would see a heel Cena in 2025. Like, to be honest, yeah, like this is very exciting and very shocking. But this is where this is where fans start chanting their chant. This is where John Cena's like, all right, fine, like take the floor, and what you do with it? Like, all you do is be hurtful. And he's like, all you are abusive, and all of you ever done is bully me and make me your damn, and in fact, expect me to have a damn smile on my face. He's like, this was like, shut up. And he said with him, or he said in German, I think he did, like just to get the fans. This is where the fans start chanting, fuck you, Cena. And yeah, I won't say it again, of course. But this is where they try to mute it out. But I think WWE's production team was trying to mute it out, but they forget they're on Netflix. They don't have to censor it out because Triple H specifically stated on the press conference, like right before they moved to Netflix, that it's going to be all uncensored. And that's where then once they got done chanting those chants, like and in the second half of those chants, they muted it. That's where then John Cena like, thank you for letting me talk. Like that's where they broke the fourth wall, saying, I am not a baby face or a heel. I am a human freaking being. And this is where fans, they're like, not what you did to our boy Cody Rhodes. You don't seem like it. This is what John was like, and this is where John Cena continues like it feels awful to me when you boo me like that. Like, yeah, y'all make me awful every time I see you. Every time I see each and every one of you, which is a perfect promo. Like, I gotta give this to John. It may not be what we expected it to be. Like when we saw this face-to-face segment, but it still was something that we want. Like what we seen out of John Cena. Like, well, maybe not like exactly like with the theme music and then the way he dresses and the way he talks, but this is perfect. Like, what makes sense what's in the storyline at the same time. But that's where John Cena is that like yeah, like no one's not embarrassed. Like, and it's like no one's not embarrassed or ashamed. It's like but what? Like this was like. And that's what John Cena's like, I thought I might change myself. You like me, you like me, but that wasn't enough for you guys. Y'all still the same old haters out there. And then this is where John Cena continue like and they're like, what's what I do? I work hard. And what I will do, like I go and start winning and winning, win. And while you guys are eating some bag of potato chips, watching me on TV, like watching it with your lazy fat asses. Well, he didn't say that. He didn't went too far. Like for him getting some heel. This is what Johnson's like. Oh, I was a lot. Like you had, like it wasn't enough. Like so, what did I do? Like I spent the next 10 damn years of my life like trying to give away like everything I possibly can. It wasn't enough for each and every one of you. That's where fans start booing like very loud, louder than they boo Dominic Mysterio. That's where then John Cena then and continue on the promo with the fans. This is where the fans start chanting John Cena sucks in their native language of German. This is where then we got what else happened? It was John Cena was shaking his head. He was like, like yeah, like I said, like just won't like just stay the same. And this is where then John Cena then added on this promo saying, and then my final moment, like the what I can do, like I can just walk away, can I? Like and I could just go back to where I was doing in Hollywood, where I was happy and nobody like not not cheering while I say I walk away. And this is where fans was like, yeah, dude, walk away. And this is where the judges like, I'm gonna do a move that I never could. And this was like, he was like, I'm gonna do something that I never thought I would do, not even in 20,000 years, and that is a walking away from this industry, like at the end of this year. And this is where the fans are like, and we hope we'll never see you again. Well, in heel perspective, this is where the Johnson's like, for the last time, I tried one more time to get on, and I tried to do something nice for you, and you just ruined it, just like you ruined every single thing I do. And this is where the fans are doing. And there's a boo. He's like, just like right here for just 2 whole seconds, like. He was like, well, that's great, and it's never enough. It was him that's where fans are chanting, na, 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 hey, 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 goodbye. And that's where they start repeating themselves. That's where Johnson's like, see, he started pointing that out for an exhibit A, the reason why he wants to leave these idiots. And that's where he's like, and they proved my point. Like every single word of my breath. And he's like, my point is, no matter what I do here, like it's never enough, and you should all be ashamed of yourself. And that sounds like something that like if John Cena was really a heel would say. This is where the John Cena said, like, all you do is take. And you just take and you just take. And then this is where the John Cena, and you only care about your damn selves. And then this is where then fans are booing, like, no, we care about you. Like, but you just don't, it don't do it. Mr. John Cena, I made a value model. I made a very important choice tomorrow. And all you can think of is, what do we get? He's like, my story changed. Like, what did we get? Like, when I told Johnson is gonna be coming to my hometown. Like, what did we get? He's like, and they can, like, in this social media is trending as well. He's like, none of you sons of bitches don't know how I feel personally, like, or even at all, like in that matter. He's like, and that means when I say no one, I mean no one. Like this was, I don't care about what they get, like pulling the Kevin Gates on them, saying they don't give a damn. I been like all they want is what I got to give. Like that's the line, like from the song Two Phones. But anyway, which that was 10 years ago. This word then John Cena was like the only thing that y'all earn is nothing. He's like, you won't get a new look, like because you dress like me, which he pointed. It's where then he pointed out to a fan that was just like him, especially with that particular what's that burgundy red that he wore? It's where he's like, you dress like me, you think I want to be like y'all? Like, no, it's the other way around because y'all dressing like me. Like, I'm not dressing like you because I never want to be you. And then this is where Johnson and they continue the crown. Like, and now it's fine. My decision is final right now. And this is where you heard of poor fans' feelings, which for some, this is where Johnson's like, the only thing that you get is to take a long look in the mirror, like because how awful each and every one of you, like typical heel would do, except for someone like John Cena would do. But now John Cena's doing this. Take this where the and that's what. And that's where fans start chanting, "You are ugly." After he starts stating those promos about that they he was ugly, and then this is where they start chanting. We want Cody as well when they start talking trash on them. This is where John's like, "Oh, you want Cody? Of course, you're a brand new shiny toy. That's a new version of me because you're about to put this out the pasture." Or put out the giveaway or whatever. Like I said, like every breath, you prove my point because y'all are awful people. And then John is like, and that's in every single person in this ring. And he's like, nobody's safe from, and no one can hide from me, especially the people that I pick up in the crowd. And then this is where he point out to the shirt. And then this is where he's like, yeah, I see you in the right, and you in the front row to that poor kid. And he's like, you in the front row. He's like, yeah, like I can identify you like very easily by my color of my shirt. Like you are the Let Go Cena people, right? Like that's probably the only one child fan that was chanting "Let's Go Cena" to John Cena that was wearing Cena the Cena merch, like supporting him. It's like, yeah, you support me. That's where fans start chanting "Let's Go Cena," and I have to chant "Cena sucks." And then this is where we got. Like once again, it's like, yeah, but you just proved my point. And this is where once again, this is where and this was like, yeah, again, I want to tell you guys that like I just I'm gonna tell you like a harsh truth about the Let's Go Cena people. They are just as worse than the people that chant Let's Cena sucks. And he's like, and this was like you claim to support me? Like, is that really true? Like, what have you ever done? Like, you, like one of you, like you, like what have you ever done? And he's like, to support me, huh? And he's like, what have you ever done for me? And then this where it's like all you ever do, like, is just steal from me. And this was like, you just steal, like you steal that personal moment. And this was like, you steal my time. And it's like you made me the freaking toy that I am object to you. Like you made me like your butt of a stupid visible joke for 15 years. Like you still think it's funny. Like you keep humiliating online, you humiliate me in person. Like it's not funny. I think it's pathetic, like immaturities. I mean to say this word in John Cena. Like yeah, and that makes y'all, each and every one of y'all, pathetic. Like she repeatedly starts saying, like, and that's where fans start chanting, "Shut the fuck up" again. I know I said that I'm not gonna say that word again, but that's what they were chanting. This word, then John Cena's like yeah, you cannot handle the you cannot handle the truth. Like yeah, yeah, like let me tell you why you can't handle the truth. You just want to, like you just wear words because you can't hide the simple fact that y'all did some horrible things in y'all's life, and y'all just trying to cover it up by wearing my merch that says y'all be wearing like my slogan, hustle on to respect. Like I live them every single freaking day. And in this word, then John Cena like you can buy that never give up. Like I am the definition and perseverance on every person here. Like and every person here knows it, and everybody else around the world knows it too. Which we got a nerdy fan that was right for was looking very disappointed, but I believe he. And that's where you use and y'all use me as an excuse for your pathetic lives. And he's like, all you ever done there for 25 years, is sit on your asses, ladies, and watch me be great in this industry. He's like, and that's no more. And in this way, the Johnson's like, yeah, this, everybody, including that one kid right there, is a toxic, dysfunctional, relationship or ex-relationship that you say. That's why they showed the chubby kid again, this where he was very looking very devastated, but hearing his hero speak about him like that, this word, and he sound like if he's really in a romantic relationship with the fans by saying, I'm over, this relationship is over, I'm breaking up with y'all. I was like, wait, dang, Johnson, I thought you had a wife. That's a Canadian actress or model named Shay or something like that. But anyway, this word in John Cena did say every single person, whether you like me, you are dumped by your 16 times. I don't need you no more. I quite don't care about you, and you don't matter to me. And this was and here's the thing, there's no noise that you can make. There's nothing that you can do because you know that I'm right, and you know are 100% wrong. That's where Cody Rhodes comes in. As soon as he wouldn't stop on his promo. This is where Cody Rhodes came out and become the new John Cena, start giving high five to the fans, and then just I'm about to cheer you guys up with him holding on to his WWE championship. Yeah. Yeah, which that's the best way to put over a baby face is after a heel like John in John Cena's case, a guy that you never thought turning heel would go heel on the fans. You have a guy that he's up against, make sure he takes advantage of the moment of getting over. But that's where Cody Rhodes then finally got in the ring. He completely roasted Cena on the mic, which we all expected him to do so. And he capitalized an A+ on the matter. But that's where Cody Rhodes then gave a very quick, very disbelief stare onto the 16-time world champion. This is where they were singing a German version of. Cody Rhodes' version of a German song, which I'm not sure, but it sounds like one of their songs that I heard before. But it was like Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, and then this is where the fans are clapping for the American Nightmare. This is where Cody Rhodes finally got on the microphone. This is where then he, still forgot what John Cena did to him like about 16 days ago. Yeah, and this word. But anyways, this where then we got Cody Rhodes. Then they got on the microphone, and once they got done with their song for Cody, I think everybody was willing to hear you out, John. Like even myself, like if I understood correctly, like for what you just said, like they have given you their worst, like what if I heard you like. He's like, if I'm hearing you correctly, and I'm gonna tell you, yeah, they might have gave you your word, like, but they also gave you your best, like, for 25 plus years, and they did that. And in this word, then Cody Rhodes then continued saying they did that because you were completely special. Like, they did that because you could take it, because you could carry it for the next 20 plus years. And in this word, John Cena then spoken response. Like, listen, kid, this is what Cody Rhodes wouldn't like. What it was turned into his former protege over the other company, that Salt wrestler, by saying like because he don't want to be called a kid no more. This is where he told him enough. Like, just shouted right at him. Like if he's Kevin Owens as well. This is what he's like, and it's certainly like not a kid. I'm not a kid no more. It's it's WWE champion to you. Like my followers like always refer me as, and let me ask you, this word is where the fans are chanting Cody, Cody, Cody. Like if he was coming back from a long 6-year absent, like at WrestleMania 38. This is where Cody Rhodes like, who the hell are you? Like, and this is where then Cody Rhodes then and he's like, where's that same guy that's on the shirt that claims he's hustle, loyalty, and respect? Which it says right here. Like, even after, like, he was like, despite what you did to me, like, I was completely excited, looking forward of you, like, of that prospect of going week to week and face to face with Jonathan Cena. And it said, like, I got this. I mean, yeah, like I thought I was going face to face with Mr. Jonathan. You can't see me. Like, never give up. Hustle, loyalty, respect, Cena. But instead, I got this sad excuse of a bootleg version. And this is where the Cody Rhodes, like, I'm running it over, and I run to get the best shot. And this wasn't good enough. Like, I'm retiring, like, early. And in this word, then. And in this word, is like, go find John Cena. Like, and I want to wrestle him at Wrestle 41. He was like, I want to never give up John Cena, not the one that gave up, and that's a whiny bitch. And in this word, then he dropped the microphone after he roasted him on the microphone. This is where Cody Rhodes left. This is where John Cena was starting getting devastated like he did to the German fans. And this is where John Cena was like, wow, like this kid really just told him, like, this is where the John Cena, like, I'm still like having this farewell tour. That's where, yeah, and also John Cena, Cody Rhodes, and he's gonna retire Cena once and for all, like at the biggest show of the year, which that being WrestleMania. It's where the fans are chanting, na 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 na, hey, goodbye again, but this time on the way out, like with John Cena leaving the arena, which was probably the last time we've seen him on this episode of Monday Night Raw. And what's your thoughts onto this, like, probably this, I'll say almost damn near 40-minute segment. The whole segment was like almost an hour. Like, it was like a half hour. It was like, probably like, I'll say probably like about 36 minutes. Yeah, it was like a 36-minute long segment. But anyways, this is where then we got the matches that were advertised, like Braun Breaker taking on Finn Balor and Ivy Now against Dakota Kai and much more. But this is where we got Lulu and Kaiser come out because he has a match against what's his name, Penta, which I gotta admit they did a very phenomenal job. They show that these guys are are the future of WWE. Like, once the rookie and one that's a veteran wrestler that never wrestled in WWE, but wrestle all over every company that you can name, like that's out there, like except WWE until now. Like, and like, yeah, and I'll say give this match like some, even though I'll say we got plenty of other matches that was probably at its best, but I'll say this was probably the second place spot, given the fact we got a very tremendous main event, even though it wasn't like how we probably expected it to be, but I'll say at least post match part of how it could be. But we did expect who was probably going to be the winner, however, is. But anyways, let's get into the. This is where they announced that Stone Cold Steve Austin's gonna be at the WWE World event, which is gonna be during WrestleMania weekend. So I would suggest you get your tickets whenever you get the money. This is where we got the leader of Sano, me, Anno, then comes out to the ring. This is where we got. This is where he then came out. This is where we got the German fans was even cheering for Penta, even though you probably would expect Ludwig Kaiser get a pop from his home country of Germany. But this is where they start going for fist right to each other. This is where Ludwig Kaiser boom, trying to fight back. This is where I believe there was some that cheered for Ludwig, but it was like a half and half situation. Like one half was cheering for Ludwig, the other half was cheering for Penta. This is where he clotheslines Ludwig Kaiser right out the ring. This is where he goes for a slide, baseball sliding on the outside. He's trying to clothesline or spear Ludwig Kaiser right to the barricade, but he gets thrown over the barricade by Ludwig Kaiser. He's taking out the trash in my house, because this is his home country, and I'm not trying to keep bringing that up out of annoyance, but just point out the logic. But that's where then we got Penta. He was you cannot get rid of this trash in your house. That's where he walked right into the bottom barricade, hit the sliding Hurricane Rana. That's where he throws the German-born wrestler, or the Germany born. The Germany born wrestler in his own. That's a German, the country. I mean Germany, Brussels, Belgium, Germany. But yeah, in his home. But yeah, this is where we got what's his name? Penta to hit a suicide dive, or they like to call it in the other company Suicida, like the company that Penta used to wrestle for. This is where he threw Kaiser right up on top onto the announce table. Then he hits a knife edge chop that I believe Ludwig Kaiser's gonna be feeling for weeks. This is where but the shocking part is they start cheering for the Zieto Mieto, but they were booing Kaiser. I mean, even though he's a heel, but you would expect you would hear a mixed reaction between him. This is where Ludwig Kaiser hits the Death Valley driver right on the announce table, right onto the. It looks like a halfway version of a normal Death Valley driver and the Dream Valley driver, but this is where we got the powerful force in all the professional wrestling came. And that was the commercial break. But once they got done with the advert, this is where then we got Penta got him back in the ring, but he ends up getting hit with a big step up in Zagiri. That's because it was probably thanks to the powerful force. This is where we got a Death Valley driver by Kaiser. This is where he tried to go for the other one. But this is where they try to go for a pin, but this is where the fans are chanting Zero, Miedo, and this is where the referee only counted to 2.6. This is where Kaiser they pushed him right to the upper course. This is where there was enough. This is where the Michael Cole announced that this was indeed a no holds barred match, which I totally forgot that this was the case because they kind of announced this, even though it was once on last week's Monday Night Raw. But this is where we got Ludwig Kaiser try to do what he did to the likes of Kofi, Sheamus, and what's his name, and his own former teammate Giovanni Vinci. Which, yeah, he's a free agent in wrestling now. But this is where he tried to go for the middle drop kick, only for a catch by Penta by hitting a pop-up, getting a pop-up back body drop by the luchador with zero fear, I should say. And then this is where we got. This is where the Penta's who wants to see me dunk him right into the what's it called, the announce table. This is where throw him right back in the ring. This is where then they start to Zero Miedo, Zero Miedo, or something like that. This is where fans start chanting, "We want Meadow," because that translates to zero fear. This is where then we got cheering. Penta. This is where we got Michael Cole announcing his time in Lucha Underground, or mentioning it by saying he's a former Lucha Underground champion and a multi-time tag team champion. I was like, I wonder which place that was. Well, one of them, because he won a couple of tag team belts from a couple of different promotions. But what's the one in particular? But we're not sure if we should be mentioning that right now. But it's where we got hitting some strikes. Is where we got a flip over face buster by the German onto the Mexican luchador. It's where then still, like, I did not put him on at 2.4. It's where it kind of, listen to me, you little mask puffer fish freak. And he was like that's the like I'm the only person besides you knows the definition of fear, and you are doing it. Pretty much. This is where we got Ludwig Kaiser. He got a steel chair. This is where he tried to whack him right back first into the steel chair, which he ends up hitting him right into the spine. This is where then he made him go right into the bottom left side. This is where we got Ludwig Kaiser to try to choke out the Penta with the chair. This is where he's like, can't you breathe? Like, if you can't, then just stay there, or else I will stop making you breathe. And that's like, hopefully that's not a what they call attempted murder. Well, he typically would be going to jail, but that's a kayfabe, of course. But it's where then he did the what's it called, Gio Miedo right into his face, which Ludwig Kaiser took offense to. This is where he tried to go for that what's it called, face what's that called, that face bunch of DDT move, like Alexa. This is where he hits him with the sacrifice. This is where Pitt the counter, foot brought him down, hits him with the sacrifice, which this time he must have heard like the critics online that start saying like he wasn't selling Penta's maneuver. This is where it started proving that he actually sustained like a very bad dislocation onto his arm. This is where Penta tried to finish him off with a steel chair, and he's like, "No, I'm begging you, like I surrender." And the face like, "Yeah, I can't like him quit." This word. This word, then he let Luther kind of grab on the chair, but only for him to get super kick right in the face, like if he's his own version of Rob Van Dam when he goes for the Van Dam in there. This is where he also. Here's where he hits another super kick. Then he hits the chair. He put the chair right in his face again, but only did him make him hold him right down on his knees. Super kicked him in the process. Then we got Penta going. Hits a flying Mexican destroyer with a Penta driver. 1, 2, 3. Winner of his match, Penta. And what do you think? What's next for Penta? Well, I'm gonna tell you, there's gonna be probably plenty of things for him to do. I can think of 2 good reasons onto that matter. One, because Penta was in a post-match interview with Kathy Kelly, and second of all, this won't be the last time that we will be seeing him in the ring, in the arena. Just not this time, but it seemed like WWE have some big major plans, where Triple H probably personally is a big fan of the Luchador. But this is where then we got Kathy Kelly congratulating Penta for his latest victory onto Ludwig Kaiser. And I was like, yeah, I want to give a ginormous congratulations onto Penta, which is going to get the silver trophy. But the best match of the best match of the night award. This is where Kathy Kelly, if we are on the road to WrestleMania, less than 5 weeks away. I want to ask you, what it is to be in Sir Penta. Well, first of all, here's what Penta's like. All right, well, first of all, thank you, Brussels. And then this is where he shouted out. This is where then Penta then continue. Y'all were amazing, guys. I love you. Yeah, I truly do. And this is where the Penta era, is here. And he's and because, and he's and yeah, and only in every single country in the world, because he traveled all around the country, in his time outside of WWE before he got into the business. This is Penta, like And he's like, and I'm going after the one thing, one goal, one thing in mind, and that is my dream title, the Intercontinental Champion. And that's where Pinto is like, and then again, that goes for any of you, like Braun or Finn, whoever walks out that championship. He was like, I don't know what I've got to do, like, but I promise you, like, they, they will be prepared to, yeah, yeah. And that's what like, and then and he's like, you're gonna see the next champion, and his name is Penta El Ziedo Miedo. Like if he's still using the last name as his name, like if he's still in the other company. I was like, how come they couldn't do this like onto the like how come they couldn't do this yeah, how come they cannot go with that name, even though they probably did some legal rights and whatnot. But we're just gonna leave it like it is for now. But moving on, we got the next match. Oh no. It was probably nothing like much out of the ordinary and typicalness, like of just retribution being served. So I would say give it about probably the fourth place blue ribbon spot. Yeah, it was a women's match in the mid card, which they continued to elevate the women's division, like and tried making it more seriously. Like with we need to find some serious opponents for Lyra Valkyria, and that's my concerning question. Like who's gonna fight Lyra? Like for her women's Intercontinental Championship, if she's taking a little bit of. Well, yeah, but this is where we got a backstage segment between Liv and Raquel. There's like this is where they start talking trash about Finn Balor, but that's where we got Finn Balor then came in and see what they're talking about. This is where we got Raquel. I wear sunglasses in the room because I'm a bad guy Rodriguez. So like my boy Simon Miller like to call her. Like I shriek with excitement and sarcasm. This is where it's Finn. Well, he don't know it's sarcasm. This is where then more like, oh hey Finn, like yeah, we're just talking about you. We're gonna say you're gonna give me a shot at the Intercontinental. Thanks to your man to give me the shot at the Intercontinental Championship. I'm so excited. Like it's where Liv Morgan then told him like we wish you the very best of luck onto it, which I'm not sure if she is being serious, considering the fact that they tease that there's some kind of tensions between Balor and the Judgment Day, and Finn Balor also. This way, also wish the Liv Morgan the best of luck this Friday because she has what's her name, Jay Cargill, in a match that's going to definitely going to continue the revenge tour. This is where he thanked Dirty Dom. This is where the Dirty Dom. Hey, don't mention it. Guess what I do like because he was thinking, and he's like, I also have an idea. Like this is Finn Balor's like this is where then Liv Morgan. I don't think Daddy Dom is a good idea. He was like, okay, this is where the and this is where the Dirty Dom's like, this is where the what's the name? Dirty Dom's like, since we are still missing JD McDonough, like how about we find a substitute for him? Like even though we say we don't want new members, but I think like it will just help the Judgment Day like benefit off of benefit like of being taken serious as a faction. This is where Finn Balor then dude, thought he just said something that was very, 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 very insulting out of in what like you really go behind my back. Like you have all these conversations with one of these people that we're not sure. And guess what you land on, Tom? Like it was like it is like you really gonna make a deal with someone like Penta, a guy that beat me before, and trying to take my Intercontinental Championship, like what he just mentioned earlier. This is where they start looking out of frustration. And this is what Finn Balor looking. He was like you know what? You are a snake, which he slapped onto the wall. Is where Dirty Tom's like, no, and that's where he's like, that's where the And this is where this is where Dominic Mysterio's like telling somebody that was not shown on the camera yet. This is where he's like he just don't he still don't want no members. And also what he said, remember, and I did not know he was going after for the Intercontinental Championship. Well, I do not. And this is where Carlito was the guy that they showed that he was talking to. This is where he's like, so there's no this is what he said, like, so there was this was they asking, like, so there's no what's that called, like we don't need to interfere in the match. It's where this is where before I can even answer, this is where we got Dakota Kai coming in the arena. This is where we got Ivy Nile was already on the ring, even though like they didn't give her an entrance, which that's very weird. Like at least on screen perspective. This is where we got what's his name? Ivy Nile throws Dakota Kai right to the bottom left side, hits a German suplex. This is where Jessica Carr go for a cover, but only get a 2.3 count. This is where Ivy's like, I know I just got started, like, but why did she kick out so quickly? Which is where we got Ivy Nile and ended up going for another suplex onto the captain of Team Kick and the Kiwi, whatever she calls herself. This is where we got Ivy Nile runs and try to go for an attack. This is where we got a kick right to her face. This is where we got Dakota Kai hits a discus forearm right to the face. This is where then she goes for a metal drop kick. This is where then she got up with a kneel. This is where we got Dakota Kai and going up, hits a sliding boot right to the face. This is where Dakota Kai throws her out in the ring. This is where she hits like some kind of a springboard flip into a curb stomp. This is where but it's where once Ivy Nile move out of the way, she boots her right to the outside. This is where we got the former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion and Women's Tag Team Champion try to go for the right side, but ends up getting distracted by Chad Gable. This is where he's like, oh no, you're not gonna be. This is where we got Ivy Nile then going for a body slam onto Dakota Kai. This is where they only got a 2 point. What was it? One count. That's where the fans start chanting. Where we got. We start chanting something. This is where we got the LWO's Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee came out and fought off the Creed brothers, chasing them out of the arena, sending them out. This is where the Mysterio and Dragon Lee hightailed and chased out what's his name, Julius Creed, while Brutus Creed did not know what day it is, like, which I think that's a genuine occurrence, like, into his situation. This is where we got Dakota Kai and wait for him to turn around so she can hit her with the big boot right to her face, which that was a big ginormous rookie mistake from Ivy Nile. She goes for a cover, 1, 2, 3, and your winner, Dakota Kai. And I think there's not no shot at the women's Intercontinental Championship, much more rather than be like a number one contender.
Hi guys, long time no see. Let's watch the best selection of cringe, funny, and sad spunky cuts.
But that's where. But yeah, a big congratulations to Dakota Kai, Blue Women of the Night. But next up, we got in-ring contract signing segment, which it was nothing too different from last week, only for it to be like them signing their contract and make it official, which Adam Pearce wishfully requested it. Like, this is where we got. But this is where we got them showing their showing cards of them, cards of Finn Balor and Braun Breaker. This is where Adam Pearce was like, now it's time to make this match official for the Women's World Championship. And this is where he introduced the current champion, Genius of the Sky, Io Sky, and Bianca Belair, the challenger, winner number 2. This is where Io Sky gave her a warning, start things off before they can begin, sign the contract. That's where she was like, Bianca, you will not disrespect me again. And I was like, hey, but that's where I had a feeling like otherwise it's going to be happening. Let's just say that was the case. But this is where Io Sky gave her a warning to never do it again to the EST. But Yeah, this is where we got. It's got like, but Rhea also will not disrespect me again. This is where it's like. But it's where the Io Sky's like, no one's not gonna disrespect me again, nobody, like because I am the women's world champion, and this is where fans are clapping for her because they like her as a world champion. I mean, who doesn't at this point? Like she totally earned it, she totally deserved it. It's been way past due. But this is where the Io Sky's like, and after WrestleMania, Bianca, like a guy will indeed be your women's world champion. But this is where Bianca Belair didn't think otherwise, even though she was nodding her head, smiling, trying to let her have her moment, like until she thinks she's gonna get that moment more. This is where fans are cheering for Scott when she put ink to paper. This is where Bianca Belair is like, yeah, that's very nice, but and that's when fans started chanting, "You deserve it," to EO because yeah, she totally did. With her wrestling for like the past few years and finally got called up to the main roster, even though there was times that she looked like she was about to leave and head back to Japan and compete there, but luckily we got Triple H stopped her and stayed with the WWE and signed. But even though she kind of, I think she wrestled for competed a couple of events in Japan, but not signed there as a full time. But this is where the Bianca Belair did point out that she respects her as a champion and as a wrestler. But last week she gave her a pass because it was low key her fault. And she goes, "I'm gonna tell Zach what I told Rhea. Like, if you think that you're gonna put my hands again and I'll do nothing about, you know me. You do not know me at all. Like EO. Like so." As far as I'm concerned, like you're gonna do exactly what I was saying. Like, I'm Bianca Belair for a reason. I am the EST of WWE, and I will indeed be Women's World Champion. And that's where fans started booing her in Brussels, Belgium, which something that we might expect, like with them kind of tease the heel turn here, which I'll say yeah, like with them, like anytime after WrestleMania, where they kind of tease right here. But that's where we got Bianca Belair signed ink the paper as well, which Adam Pierce was just getting started saying that like okay, everything's been signed, like and it's official. It will indeed be Bianca Belair versus Io Scott for the women's world championship. That's where we got. But that's where we ends up after he was thanking the two women. That's where we heard, "This is my brutality," and it was indeed, yes, sir, ma'am, Rhea Ripley. This is where the Eradicator came in. This is where, but this is where we got. This is where Adam Pearson starts shouting, "Where the like?" He's like, "Where the hell the referees at? They bring him out." And that's where they finally brought him out here. Just where Rhea Ripley explains why she's out here. I was like, "Don't tell me this is the tease of a heel turn here." Because, yeah, let's just say her babyface run, nothing against the wrestler, but her run as a good guy is quite of a lackluster, to say the very least. But anyway, this is where we got Rhea Ripley saying, like, the real sub her face, she gonna sit up back and in other words, like, if you think, do like you're like, I'm gonna let. She thinks I'm gonna let her slap her in the face, not doing nothing about like Bianca right here, taking a shot at the EST in the process. This is what Bianca was like. Oh, who you saying like? Saying like be a pushover. This will be like, how you still standing here like if nothing ever happened? Bianca Belair's like, well, I gotta sign my contract for WrestleMania, duh. Like that's why I'm doing. I do things professionally. That's what Rhea Ripley's like. Okay, like that may make sense, but that's very funny. Like because you had no business being in my championship match, like, but then you end up being in the championship business. Like, so I'm gonna take a page out of your book. And I'm just gonna somebody out here like to watch. And they're gonna be arguing like, oh really? You're gonna just out here to watch with them start arguing to each other, like into the matter, like saying, Vince was like, "Oh, you really just gonna come out and watch like that? That's nice." Like, oh, that's what Sky was trying to go up there. Like, will you stop this? Like, anybody? Like, can you just anybody? Security, producers. This is what happens. Like, I'm trying to do my best right now. You know, you obviously see me call the referees. So if the referees are taking their sweet time out here, like, imagine what the producers and the security guards are doing right now. This is where Sky like, no, it's where then. This is what Sky didn't try to take a page out of CM Punk's playbook. You're like, if you're not going to do nothing about, I am. And this is where G tried to come up and try to diffuse the situation. They're like, enough. Like you He's like, you know, like how much. This is where it's like, this is where then Scott's like, y'all need stuff. This is where Bianca Belair like, no, not now, not today. This is where they just shove her right in their face, like some similar from last week. Luckily, Rhea didn't do so, but this is where Rhea Ripley ends up headbutting Bianca Belair after she shoved her in the face. This is where the Rhea Ripley kicks Io Sky right into the midsection, power bombs her right onto the table, right on top of Bianca Belair, pulling a Batista on her, like back 20 years ago when he did that to Triple H. Batista bombed him right to the table. This is where Rhea Ripley went face to face with Adam Pearce. This is where what you want? What you want? This is where Rhea Ripley looked down onto the contract that was laying right beside the table. She opened it up. She signed her name right by Bianca and Io Sky. With fans start cheering, like yeah. And that's where they made official. I guess this is their way of making it official, making it a three-way match or a triple threat, whatever you want to call it. Like, and it's gonna be probably likely gonna be Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and Io Sky, which is probably gonna be announced like in the following weeks. Monday Night Raw next week, so expect that to be on next week's Raw when I make that review video on. And yeah, I will indeed be making a review video on Monday in the afternoon, just like I did this year. Just like I'm doing this week and today right now, which is the first time I did a Monday Night Raw review video. Well, at least a live Monday Night Raw review video, like I watched like during the afternoon, when they're in Europe. So yeah, this is my first one, and this probably won't be the last. But this is where we got main event Jey Uso, then clap yeah, main event Jey is now in your city, yeah. I haven't been myself lately. I've been doubting myself lately. Like my mind played tricks on me. Like so, I flew right across the world to whoop somebody's ass. And that person tonight is gonna be none other than Austin Theory, the one to be Super Ninja Austin. But WrestleMania, it's gonna be you and me, Gun. And he's like, and I'm gonna shock the world, and I'm gonna defeat you and become the new world champion. Please, hit my, please, music maker, in the gorilla, please make my, so I can just yeet out into the building, yeet, and then this is where he runs into Gunther, but this is where, luckily, Adam Pearce, dispute, what they call this, diffuse the situation. This is where. That's what Adam Pearce was like, I don't need this tonight. It's only bad enough the women, they're going out with each other. We don't need the men's world championship division to be the same. And then this is where then Uso was like, and this is where then he said, that's what Gunther was like, if you want to see me this Friday when I squash your little puny, gutless brother, Jimbo. And then this is where then he pushes his shoulder. He's like, even as a weakling, he's much more stronger than you are. This is where the Jey Uso got angry and he didn't take that very lightly. He shoved him back, shut the hell up. And then this is where Adam Pearce was like, get out of here, Gun. We don't need, this is where the Jey Uso was like, I will see you out there. And this is where he then yeeted at him until he went right into the entrance or the backstage area. This is where he started doing a yeet wave because he had some match against Austin. Y'all will not believe how long this match was, which I'll say, even though it was a short match, I want to give it probably the bronze trophy of the night, if I'm being completely honest, because it was what it needed to be. But I guess just the small match, even though Austin Theory's not in the main event level yet, but he's eventually getting there. But that's when WWE then did an advertisement or did a little preview for WWE 2K25, with Jey Uso's now, he gets in the audience doing the heat wave in the process. But let's move on to the next slide, to talk about what happened during that match. This is where we got This was main event Jey Uso was going out with Austin Theory. This is where Grayson Waller tried to come in and distract him, but he ends up getting super kick right to the face. Yeah, we saw this is the most serious version of main event Yeet Man, which he just dodged out of Austin Theory's leap and clothesline, spears him, which they thought it was a crossbody, which Michael Cole mistakenly called a crossbody. It even had me believe that it was a crossbody like a 7-foot whale would do on the WWE 2K game when he was still an active WWE wrestler. But it's where he ends up hitting like a sideways version of a spear, which it probably was kind of confusing, which main event Jey Uso got the 1, 2, 3, I'm not sure if he even lasted for like 5 seconds because it was so quick, it just happened. But it's where Grayson Waller tried to do a post-match beatdown. He ends up finding out the hard way not to mess with the main event Yeet Master. This is where then he hit a super kick. He gets super kick right to the face by the potential world champion. This is where Jey Uso's like, yay! And this is where he runs to the right corner side. Then he hits the Uso splash right onto both Grayson Waller and Austin Theory of A-Town Down Under. But he nearly botched it and landed hard on the hardest part of the ring, a place that you don't definitely get hit next to being hit with concrete. But this is where Gunther came in and attacks Jey Uso, puts him in a sleeper hole in the process. This is where like tap out. And this is where it got like this. This is where he throws the face first right into the turnbuckle. Then main event Jey Uso hit a big old right hand to the face. This is where then he spat right in his hand like if he's the Rock, like his cousin. This is where he hit him with the right hand. But this is where Gunther blocked it, but he hits him with the left hand. This is where he ripped out the World Heavyweight Championship around his waist. He's like, this is about to be my baby. He's like, I'm going to shock the world and show you that I am World Championship material. This is where Gunther got ticked off. He tried to tackle Jey Uso, but Jey Uso pulled the ropes down, knocked him out. He's like, yeah, this is gonna be mine in less than 5 weeks away with him yeeting with it. That's when fans start chanting yeet. But the true Jey Uso fans start yeeting for him. And maybe some of those trolls and negative Nancy's on the internet may think that otherwise, but I think this is perfect for Jey Uso to show that like he is a main event level caliber star. But this is where Gunther was like, you can't let him do this. Like, yeah, he's not, he shouldn't be allowed to do this. Like, this should be, get some type of rules. This is where Jey Uso was, we're doing the yeet wave. This is where then we got Michael Cole was congratulating, way to go, Jay. And yeah, he did a very fantastic job and like of proving the ring general wrong, but only just partially, like probably 15% of it. But when he gets the full 100, once the show occurs. But let me know in the comments down below who do you think is going to walk out the World Heavyweight Championship along with the WWE Championship, which I will promise you, assassinators, I'll give you my prediction, which you already know what I'm going to do for the World Heavyweight Champion because I already explained it, saying like this is Jey Uso's moment. This is the moment he's all been waiting for from the last 5 years when he became a main eventer. Like when he fought the likes of his own cousin Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan and what's his name, Sheamus and other wrestlers that you can name in WWE. And yeah, I mentioned the former WWE wrestler's name, even though he's in the other company right now, like being absent though. Like we haven't seen him probably since October, like following his match against his former ally that turned on him, and basically they just killed him off. Like, but he probably will resurrect and come back, like, and get some revenge. But anyways, this is where they show the pipe-up vignette with Braun Breaker and Finn Balor because they still have the main event for the Intercontinental Championship with that beautiful piece of gold with the hint of blue on the planet, making it look like the oval-shaped championship, like back in the Ruthless Aggression era days. But let's get to the next match, which was, I believe, was the LWO's Rey Mysterio and what's his name, Dragon Lee taking on who was the team of the heels? I'm trying to think right now. But before we got to that, this is where we got Kathy Kelly who tried to talk to Rhea Ripley, but ends up getting attacked. I mean, no, at first she. Oh no, that was not Cat. It was Adam Pearce who was asking questions like, what are you doing here? Like, why did you sign your name on the contract? Like, you know, you cannot do this. And this is where he's like, that's against the policy. That's where Rhea Ripley. That's where. And that's where the Rhea Ripley's like, but I already did. It's already. I have my signature right onto this contract beside Bianca and Io. That's where then Adam Pearce was like, but Rhea, like. Like you cannot claim your spot of winning championship gold that way. Like that's what. You just cannot write your name on it. Like it's like talking to a child. Like this where it's like this where you compare her to a child, like a 6-year-old child. Like if she don't get what she wants, like then she's gonna be throwing a tantrum or doing some childish games. This is where she'll like this is where Adam Pearce like get it back or you will be facing some consequence. Like you better listen to me right now. Give me a contract. Like you want a contract? And that's where Rhea Ripley was like you want me in the if you want your contract back, your stupid contract back, like put me in the match, add me to the match, like make it a triple threat. This is where Adam Pearce like, no, that's not how it works. This is where then we got Bianca Belair then drop the B bomb. Well, I'm gonna say it once. This is where she say like, hey, there you are, bitch. And this is where she hits a big old right hand to her. This is where she attacked her through in the box like structure. This is where Io Sky. That's where then Io Sky and push her off, and this is where she start hitting her with her right hand. It's gonna be like, no, hell no, she's mine. And then this is where then Io Sky then said like she's yours, like no, no, she's mine. Like who are you talking to? Like you're talking to the champ. Like you're gonna put some respect on my name. This is where she's a big old forearm right to her face. And no, she's not trying to steal nothing from Mandy Rose or Birdman for when she said that. But that's where we got Rhea Ripley. Bianca Belair threw her in the general manager's door of Adam Pearce, like we have to Io Sky, while Rhea Ripley this is where then Bianca Belair got thrown right into the box like structure and got booted right through there. This is where the referees and security guards finally got there. This is where he's like, leave Rhea, please. This is where Rhea Ripley's like, you don't tell me what to do. You're not the boss of me. Like Adam barely is. And then this is where the Michael Cole then announced the sponsor Snickers of Monday Night Raw, on Netflix, of course. This is where then he also announced that Backlash will indeed be in St. Louis, Missouri, which will be the next door neighbor of the best city of the United States. And they showed Randy Orton and John Cena while they showed the advertisement of the pay-per-view. I know this is all part of advertising the popular stars, but it kind of gave like a little clue in the sign. And does it show that John Cena could be the new WWE champion by WrestleMania 41? Or do you think that like this could be like just something like in general, like something that's like doesn't have to be with Cena taking on Randy Orton? But I think regardless, I think John Cena's gonna fight Randy Orton in general. Like whether if he wins the WWE Championship or not, this is gonna be a perfect feud that everybody's been waiting for to see. Which the last time we saw John Cena and Randy Orton fall 1-on-1 was like all the way back from 2014, if not 15. I'll tell you like 2014's Hell in a Cell, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like it's been like Hell in a Cell 2014, like over 11 or almost 11 years ago, like 10 and a half years ago, that the last time Randy Orton and John Cena fought each other. And I think whether if it's for the WWE title or not, like which they most of their time in the career that they fought each other for that championship. And I remember like me and my brother always cosplays that. But this time it's Randy Orton that's the babyface. I mean, don't get me wrong, Randy Orton being the babyface and fought John Cena with him being, but this is where we finally see Randy Orton be the face this time. The only face while John Cena's the heel. Like, and even when Randy Orton's the heel, it's always John Cena that's the face. But yeah, like, and it's kind of like giving me some vibes like back in like the day, but like now, like it. My brother always been more the Randy Orton type, while I've been the John Cena type. I mean, don't get me wrong, we like both Cena and Orton, like respectively, like, but it's just that we had that favorite, like, kind of particular wrestler, and we always like cosplay, like me and my brother always wrestle each other, like he's Randy and I'm John. Yeah, but yeah, this is gonna be a very fun 2025. Basically, it's like being like a 7-year-old self of myself. Yeah, again, but yeah. Let's get into the next match, which is Brutus Creed and what's his name, Julius Creed. That came out. This is where they got ready to take on Rey Mysterio. This is where then we heard his music like booyaka booyaka, and this is where then. And this is where then he came out. This is where then he with his protege Dragon Lee take on the Creed brothers. That's who it was, the American Made. And I'll say this match probably deserved maybe nothing bad about it, but at the same time, nothing too exciting, just something that we could expect. But it's getting the red ribbon of the night. Like, just that, it was just something for filler, like, for tag team action. Like, which I'm happy that they're using Dragon Lee again. Like, maybe, like, it's for the fact that, like, he was injured a little bit, but even when he got recovered, he was a little bit of absent, which I was afraid that he was not going to be utilized very soon, and that could lead up into a release. But luckily, Dragon Lee was there. He was taking both the Creed brother members out, like knocking Julius Creed off his feet, and then threw Brutus Creed right on the outside, hit a suicide dive onto him. He tried to get the crossbody, but it's where he tried to go for a pin. But that's where the fans are chanting for Mysterio and Dragon Lee. This is where he tried to tag in his mentor, but this is where he gets tripped right over. Face first, and hits face first right into the apron thanks to Brutus. This is where then we got a snapmare flying clothesline by Julius Creed. This is where he's like this is where he's like, yeah, we finally got him down. This is where we got the powerful force and all the pro wrestling came on, which is of course the commercial break. But once they got done with the adverts, this is where Rey Mysterio was finally got tagged in, made a comeback. And yeah, this is where the Rey Mysterio countered out of a belly-to-belly avalanche suplex. This is where he tripped. This is where he hit the body onto him, hit a hurricane right to the left side onto Julius Creed. This is where he hit the 619 right onto Brutus Creed, hit the springboard right corner the splash to get the 1-2-3, which that was very quick. Rey Mysterio helped out the win. Winner of this match representing the LWO, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. And this is where they raised their hands held high. This is where they were the winner until this luchador, like that Chad Gable, that he associated with, then tagged, hit a crossbar, hit a flying diving headbutt onto Dragon Lee. This is where then he hits a German suplex right onto right onto what's his name, to Mr. Dragon Lee. Like, and this is what. And then and this is where Rey Mysterio tried some forearm strikes, but it's where he turned Rey Mysterio around, hit a German suplex onto him. This is where, this is the funny coincidence, this luchador guy that Chad Gable's associating with, or Chad Gable like disguising himself. When there's no, don't tell him I said that. But like this is where we got this is where what's his name? That's where this guy hit a German suplex on him. And funny thing is, he was in Germany, which that's the name that was named for the suplex maneuver that was based on from the country, which I have not much to say about that, but just saying like it's a move that was named after a country. So yeah, or from a culture, I should say. So yeah, that's a very funny twist like that. This guy did a German suplex in Germany. This is where we got what's his name? This mystery lucha guy that was wearing a blue jumpsuit, that was wearing an American flag inspired lucha match. This is where fans are chanting "You suck" to this guy, which they all know who the guy is. He's the modern day Kurt Angle. Well, actually, Chad Gable is where he's the Diamond Head. This is where he's like, gracias. That's where he told to the fans where he's putting this, they're doing the 2-finger peace signal until he ran out there. As soon as he saw security coming in the ring, he's like, like vominos. And this is where then he's like, vominos or what's it called? Hasta luego. Yeah, that's what he said. Hasta luego. Vámonos. Hasta luego. This is where he ran out of there. Like if he's a luchador Sonic. This is where then they chased him out of the arena. This is where then we got the commentators start talking about, let's shift the gears. Like what just happened last week in the main event of Monday Night Raw at that night, which was a steel cage match, which Seth Rollins was completely crumbling CM Punk on that night, and vice versa with Punk. But this is where then we got when Seth Rollins tried to go for the curb stomp, like for the final time. This is where we saw Roman Reigns pulled him out into the cage, and this is where he made Seth Rollins thought he saw a ghost. And this is where he hit the Superman punch, a spear, and this is where he curb stomped, stealing his move, like because he remembers, which they showed like a little vignette what Seth Rollins did to him at the Royal Rumble, stomping right outside of the ring. I don't know how that happened, but this is where then we got Seth, and they showed him hitting him steel steps. This is where Roman Reigns stole his move, hit a curb stomp onto him, placed his face right onto the stem of the steel steps, tried to do a drive-by drop kick, like just to what's that called, like try to get even with him, but this is where he spotted, like, right after he got stopped by the general manager himself, Adam Pearce, a guy that he had beef with previously, but now they're all like in that mutual respect kind of situation. But this is where we got Roman Reigns went right into the steel cage when he spotted like Paul Heyman, like checking up on his other client or his friend, I should say, whatever you want to say, CM Punk, a guy that he's been associated with for over 10 years. This is where he threw CM Punk face first right into the cage. This is where they showed him this spear with him standing over his lifeless body. But this is where we got Seth Rollins. They showed Seth Rollins came out. This is where then he shared his thoughts on what Roman Reigns did to him. Like, by referring himself in all his nicknames, the Visionary and the Revolutionary, calling himself Seth without the freaking Rollins. And this is where then we got because we heard on the news video that the freaking part of his name was axed out for just not because it didn't make no sense of just calling him Seth freaking Rollins if he's nowhere near, like, even though that should be a name. But this is where the fans are singing along his song because, yeah, he's a fan favorite nationwide. And then if Seth Rollins said that before, he was definitely not lying. And that fit the description on tonight's, tonight in Germany, but today here in America's episode of Monday Night Raw. But this is where we got Seth Rollins then just like, thank you guys in Brussels, Belgium. This is where fans are continuing to sing his song. This is where then him holding on the microphone, like saying, like, yeah, like that never gets old, and I cannot wait to see him again if I attend a WWE show like I did back 2.5 years ago. And then this is where then we got what. And this is where they're like, yeah, and this is where Seth Rollins like, welcome to Monday Night Rollins. And this is where fans start saying along with him. This is where then we got. He's like, by the sound of y'all, you already know. Like, in case if you don't, like, I am a visionary. Like, I am a revolutionary. Like, I am Seth freaking Rollins. Even though, like, they asked the freaking out of his name and just make it just Seth Rollins. This is where the Seth Rollins continue on the microphone saying, where the fans start singing along his song. This is where we got Seth Rollins like yeah, yeah, like I come out here like all maxed up, but it's hard. Like here's where it's like I would normally be mad right about now, but like nothing cannot make me stay angry with you guys serenading my name. Like, that's what makes me feel better. And I was like, yeah, maybe I should take a page out of Rollins' playbook if I do attack a certain particular wrestler over the other company, and if he gets a revenge and hits me that flying dropkick maneuver, hopefully that everybody can have a song for me to get cheered up about, because I'm probably gonna get angry and very bruised up and emotional, like after getting taken hits with that particular maneuver. But anyway, this is where the fans start clapping for and applauding for their favorite wrestler, their other favorite wrestler. This is where then the Visionary then got to business and they put on a serious face. This is where fans start chanting his arch rival's name, his other arch rival next to Roman Reigns. This is where they're like, CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. And this is where he's like, enough about him. Let's go talk about Roman Reigns first. And then this is where then talk about the OTC or Tribal Chief, whatever you want to refer to him. This is where fans start chanting OTC, speaking of the nickname. This is where then we got then several like, oh really? Like, you saw the footage that you watched last week? Like, if I'm mad as hell, that Roman Reigns came for revenge on Seth freaking Rollins. Like absolutely freaking not. Because I would have done the same damn thing. He started shaking his head. He's like, but the problem is, like, you all after all these years, like, and the wise man in his ear, like Roman Reigns, like, you still can't come up with a freaking prayer. He needs his architect to do it for him. And then this word then. Like, yeah, he got all figured out, like the plays and all the plays and moments, you name it. This is where we got he stated onto his promo, but But the fans start continuing the chant for Seth Rollins in his name. But anyway, this was so he was like, but except he lets one little detail out, like in that detail, like is the man who you all chanted just a few moments ago, a man I will refuse to talk about, like a certain biscuit iced tea chicken hotcakes man I would not like to mention right now. He's kind of like how I am, like about that guy. This was several. Like what a loser of the face of the planet, which the fans not like. We said Punk. This was several of the. If I had just a few more seconds in that cage with Punk, like I would just have done what I promised I had done in the world. Like what I would do, I would have stomped his head through this man, like ended his WrestleMania dreams, a main event, and I would put his weird career in the career. I put this career out of commission. And it is where half the fans that were Rollins fans are cheering with there's some mixed feelings with the Punk's fans. This was it is where then Seth Rollins then continues I would have taken care of the singing Punk problem for all of us, including Roman Reigns, but now it seems like it's just like the good old days. I'm left to clean up Roman Reigns' messes back dozens of years ago. And it is where okay, I'm gonna get 1 second.
You can get us any snack. Oh. What if you lock the door? I didn't know. Yeah. Oh no, lock the door. What else? And SNA, come on. And we the SNA. SNA added. Then we mess it up. No, we're not going to just do that. And they do it twice. Bye. Hey, don't do that. You're going to be so mad. Jordan wants to be so mad. And then we should tell you. Content. That's SNA doing time. Don't do it. I got it. What you did? Good.
I don't get no game. Like, oh, you forgot the bag. I know, I'm getting you. They're not with me. They might be
Tell you.
Don't let Uncle come on out here now, because he's in the middle of his podcast. Let's go. And you need your pull-up chains. If you want a snack, you gonna get your pull-up chains now. Both of y'all come on out here in the living room now. Well, I guess you ain't gonna get no snack.
You get snack.
You got blue. You got to get that pull-up. Yeah. Now. I mean, that training thing. That little training. Why keep going over there? Because you know he wants to go over there and he's going to argue with you. Go over there. Come on. What's that? What? No, it's not. No, you don't. Just put him over. Put him over.
I'm getting sick of this shit. So calm down. So I'm not trying to make you guys look. I'm being racist. You're not racist.
You need your what's called training.
Yeah, I I think this would be the one thing. I'm not trying to get mad or anything, but just like don't want me.
Oh, that should be done.
Right. Then again, maybe yeah, we probably a few more. I'm trying to work.
We gonna have to get in the toilet.
Right, he needs to do it ASAP.
Oh, that's another thing. I spent $36 on my what's it called? The training thing for at night. So that's where my money went. Instead of using last, it was like a week ago, like a Wednesday. I got that certain day I had to take me to a meeting. No, they had sent it before that. I think they sent it before that. They sent it before that, but it was sitting at the mail at the post office. So that's what I'm doing. And people don't know about paying rent when I wasn't even here. You stay in here and well, Julian, put the toilet seat down when you get done. Okay. Because I got a pee too. No, I can't go now. He's in the bathroom. And I gotta hold it.
What? Who did this? He needs to calm the fuck down. Stop playing with my. This is the last time I'm gonna let them do this to my laptop. Sorry, assassinators. I'm gonna get to you in just a moment. You know what? I'll say screw it for now. Okay. All right, back to the review. As I was saying, without any further interruptions, like this is where Seth Rollins then. Like we are gonna be in the same place, like at the same time, like we're saying, like on SmackDown, stating that he'll be indeed on SmackDown with the Tribal Chief or the original Tribal Chief, whatever you want to refer him as. But it's where then and like, oh, trust me, like I wish I was Brussels. I wish they were here too. With them booing that they're gonna be in Italy instead. This was like, but I was thinking, fans, like, why would I let the boy have all the fun? Like when they head over to the Italians. Like, how about maybe I should take a little like to Italy? Like maybe I should take a little to Italy on SmackDown and put myself right into between the Roman Reigns and CM Punk in Bologna. And this was like, how about you like something like that? Belgium, Brussels, Belgium. And this was fans like, yeah, we like it. Like this was that'll be a nice way to solve the problem and clean up a mess. Like, but that's gonna be happening this Friday. Like Brussels, this is Monday. This is tonight, Monday Night Raw. This isn't about Friday. Like this is about you guys. And then this was like I'm gonna tell you what. Like you gave one hell of a crowd all night long. Like you've been singing your beautiful voices. Like, and I don't want to take all that away from you. Like we just got one more match in tonight, and that is the main event for the Intercontinental Championship. Like so, Brussels. Like what did you say? You sang my beautiful song yet again. As I make our way about the swing, and when we make our way to the main event, like give me to Brussels. This is where then you sing along their song. This is where then they ended the segment with that. That's where. It's where next week in Glasgow, Scotland, like it will indeed be Jey Uso taking on A-Town Down Under with a mystery partner of his choosing. And I was wondering, like, who can that may be? Who can that may be? Perhaps it could be his brother Jimbo, but then again, like maybe it could be somebody on Raw, like an ally that he's probably familiar with, like that's been cool with him on the Red brand, like, and that's been with him through thick and thin for the last couple of years, even when he got betrayed by his own family, like, which I'd say probably gonna be that guy. But we're just gonna have to wait until next week. Let me know what y'all think. Who could be main event Jey Uso's mystery partner? We got a whole week to speculate that. Like when they head over to Scotland, like which will be on March 24th, 2025. But this is where we got a backstage interview, like before the main event, which is with AJ Styles with Kathy Kelly. This is where it's like you had a lot to say, like you talk about a lot about Logan Paul on the what podcast was it that Kathy the Raw Recap podcast? That's what it was, like, which was the next day, like on YouTube on WWE's channel. But make sure you check it out. Like the link is in the description box below that says at WWE. So if you want to watch anything from WWE on their channel, you can check that out. But this is where we got yeah, okay. This is where AJ Styles got on the microphone. He's like, yeah, and then listen, like, huh? Like, and this is where it's like, you like that? Like, oh, I like that. Like from the Brussels Belgium when they start chanting AJ Styles like into like AJ Styles version of a very famous German song. This is where it's like, yeah, like, but anyway, like, yeah, Logan don't belong in our roster. And that's where then Karrion Kross came in, try to harass AJ Styles yet again for the second time in a row. This where then he's like, oh, you want sure about that? This where then AJ Styles like, what do you want here? And this where he's like, oh, like I thought I was on a different perspective. This where then he's like, all right, let's leave. You telling his wife Scarlett, like, all right, let's just leave. And this where and AJ Styles like, no, like, fine, like since you're already here, you might as well spill out what you were about to say to me. Like, yeah. Just come on, say it to my face. This is where Karen goes, look, maybe you're not actually maybe you're not actually mad and angry at Logan Paul. Maybe you're actually mad at yourself. Which I was like, oh, that makes sense when AJ Styles have nothing bad to say for himself in general. So so how that makes any sense? Like in the price of beans, is where he's like, all right, I have enough of this. Is where he looked like he's about to leave, but this is where then what's his name? Kerry Carr, like, no. Like, how many years did it take you to take the WWE? Like, in the hit, like, he's like, do I get you in WWE? 16 was, this is where AJ Styles corrected him, saying it took 17 damn long years to get here. And this is where the Kerry Carr, okay, it took longer. It took, like, he's like, and it took Paul 17 years to get to WWE. Like, so, like, yeah, you just need to accept, like, he has a more advantage of you. Like, he just walked in our, and he accomplished, and he's accomplished everything, like, which you could have done as a kid. And this is where he's like, this is what I see, I told you, it's that mind game. It's not gonna work with me. It's never gonna work with me. And this is where he just stepped right back. This is where then he. This is where then he whispered to his wife right after AJ Styles walked out of the area. This is where he's like, I think it's working, honey. And this is where then she agreed, nodding her head, started doing this little wiggly hand thing with her husband carrying. This is where then they moved it to Braun Breaker getting ready for his match against Finn Balor with this tweener persona, which I'm not sure after this feud with Finn Balor if he's going to stay as the babyface position and then the babyface position or the heel side, but we're going to figure that out probably like just after this match, which we look at like at this but at this perspective, it seemed like if it's not over yet for where this feud for the Intercontinental Championship, but this match. But the match that they had right here, they treated it like if it was a world championship match. Just like when Braun Breaker always defends the Intercontinental Championship on a Monday Night Raw. Even when Jey Uso beat him in his first reign for the championship. And when Jimbo cost Jey Uso the first time, like when he challenged no, it wasn't Jimbo. No, the first time when Braun Breaker fought him and even Sami Zayn and other matches in the main event. But this is where Braun Breaker then took Finn Balor right to the bottom corner side corner to to battle with him. But this is where Finn Balor got him to the bottom corner rope, try to think he can avoid Braun Breaker, but only Braun Breaker was overpowering him. This is where they go for a grapple battle again, but this is where Finn Balor won the battle with him going for a headlock. But this is where Braun Breaker then dips him right to the left side to the right. This is where then Finn Balor then try to go for a shoulder tackle, but this is where Braun Breaker beat him with a shoulder tackle of his own, with him start snapping his head like right, left, right. This is where then Braun Breaker then look at him right to the upper right corner side, and this is where it kicks him right to the midsection, hit a bionic strike right into the straight into his head. This is where then we got him try to go for a headlock right onto Braun, but Braun would not take take a downward spiral as an answer, but this is where Finn Balor manages to bring him down when Braun Breaker nearly back suplexes the former Universal and Tag Team and Intercontinental United States Champion. This is where then we got Braun Breaker that flips him right over to a pin, but this is where Finn Balor immediately counters and kicks out of it. This is where he tried to go for continue to hit them with the headlock. This is where the fans must have been cheering for Braun Breaker. This is where then we got Finn Balor then finally got him back up. This is where he dipped him right at the top corner side. He go for a slide duck. This is where he throws Breaker right to the bottom corner side. Here's where then he's like, the Balor literally just did that to me. This is where Braun Breaker's like, oh, you asked for it now. This is where he picks him up like about the spine buster him, which I guess that counts like when he threw him right to the upper right corner side. And this is where he started hitting him with the shoulder blades right into the midsection onto Finn Balor's ribs. This is where then he made him go right to the upper left corner side, then hits a clothesline, then he picks up what's his name? Finn Balor. This is where he throws him right to the right corner side. Then this is where we got Braun Breaker was getting ready to go for the spear, the very dreaded spear. This is where then he try to go right, try to slide to the bottom corner side. Then went to the other side. This is where he try to go for a spear, but Finn Balor caught him, barely hit the sling blade. Finn Balor barely hit that maneuver onto the reigning defending Intercontinental Champion. Boom! And this is where then Braun Breaker my neck. And this is where then he went down onto the ground. This is where then we got the powerful force and all of professional wrestling came on, which was a commercial break. But once we got done with the adverts, this is where then we got Finn Balor then we saw Finn Balor was going at it with Braun Breaker with these strikes, punch left, right, left, with these wrestling tennis back and forth. But this is where Finn Balor went right to the right corner side. This is where he tried to go for a clothesline, but he ducks. Braun Breaker ducks out of it, goes to the right side, hits that flying spine buster, majiggy maneuver, slams him right to the ground. Braun Breaker then grabs him by his neck, hit him with the what they call the gorilla press slam. But this is where Carlito and Dominic Mysterio try to come in and distract him. But Braun Breaker's like, I see what you're trying to do, but it's not going to work on me. This is where it almost did when Finn Balor tried to go for what they call it, the surprise roll-up of the devastation. This is where then but they only got him like a 2.4 count. This is where Braun Breaker caught Finn Balor when he tried to attack him. He grabbed him around his neck. This is where, and he picks him up. This is where he tried to go for the gorilla press. This is where then this is where he tried to slam, but this is where Finn Balor then turns it around by putting his arm around his head. This is where he elbows it right into the head. This is where then he tried to go for a pin, but only for it to get denied at 2.7, if I'm mistaken. But it's where Finn Balor starts going for springboard stomps right on the Braun Breaker. This is where then all the fans were chanting that Carlito and Dominic suck, along with Finn Balor. This is where then we got Finn Balor trying to go for a clothesline on the Breaker. But this is where only for Breaker runs to the right corner side. He try to go for a clothesline, but he ends up hitting a bigger clothesline, knocking him right into the what they call it, the canvas. This is where he rolled right to the right corner side. Then Braun Breaker went right up into the right corner apron. This is where he's like, and then this is where Braun Breaker was like, all right, let's do this. This is where he did a flying clothesline right onto Finn Balor, knocking him right on the announce table. And they nearly made the announce table explode, but luckily Corey Graves and Michael Cole got out of the way, or else they would have been commentary cake, I guess, if that makes sense. Double C, if you want to put the terms into things. This is where then we got. This is where we got But this is where we got Braun Breaker then grab onto Finn Balor, throws the underrated Grand Slam champion right back in the ring. This is where Dirty Dominic tried to sneak up on it, but it's like, oh, you can't put you cannot catch me slipping, because I'm gonna keep my eye on every single corner of mine. He's like, you too, Carlito. Like, don't think that you're going to put the wool over my eyes. This is where then he tried to run right to the left from the right corner side, try to go for a spear again, but it ends up being a double whammy for Braun Breaker by Finn Balor, because he found the double whammy card, hitting his maneuver of the sling blade, while Braun Breaker always keep getting countered with him. We're getting double countered, which he's double cursed right here, because this is the second attempt to try going for a spear, even though it was inside, but it don't matter. Like, as long as it's the specific signature that he put on doing. This is where Finn Balor got him in the bottom right corner, side corner. It looked like he was a baby face when he hit afterwards. He hit a middle drop kick, even though he's not doing his specific comeback maneuver, only just some of it to make a comeback. But this is where we got Finn Balor trying to finish him off with the coup de grace. But luckily, Braun Breaker got out of the way. This was trying to go for another spear. It was triple cursed, because Finn Balor leap dodges. He hits face first right into the middle, turnbuckle right into the upper right side. Then Finn Balor tried to go for the schoolboy of the most devastation of all of pro wrestling. This is where then we got Braun Breaker hits him with the gorilla press slam, slams him down to the ground. This is where it almost got a 3, but only got him a 2.999999999999999 double line minus 0.1 away, B3. And that's where they must have been chanting "This is awesome" in their own native language of German, because this is where they start repeatedly saying it. And I was like, yeah, and that's why it's going to be getting the golden trophy of best wrestling of the night. And I wish I could say it in translations in German, which I wish I had like a translator right now, like so I could translate how you say the golden trophy of the night of the best wrestling match, like in German, of course. But this is where then we got Braun Breaker try to go for a spear. Finn Balor kicks him right into knees him right into the face. This is where Finn Balor goes up right into the top rope. This is where then you try to go for the coup de grace. They try to make it a guarantee, but the thing is, before he can even make it a guarantee, luckily we got Braun then came up and stopped him. This is where he ends up getting hit with right hands multiple times. Then he knocks him down. This is where we got Finn Balor try to go up in the top rope, but Braun Breaker stops him with a big old right hand. This is where we got Braun Breaker go up in the top rope, hit the suplex, with the fans start barking as well. But this is where Carlito tried to be a perfect diversion maker, because then here comes Dirty Dominic Mysterio. This is where then he threw Braun Breaker off the top rope, trying to hit the Frankensteiner. But this is where he while he did so, he knocked him right into the right corner side rope, which that also controls the upper right corner turnbuckle off the top rope. It's where it looked like it broke off yet again, like for Finn Balor back in this infamous 2021 what's it called? Extreme Rules match with Roman Reigns back when he was still the Universal Champion. But yeah, this kind of reminded me of that. But then again, luckily, like the whole turnbuckle didn't broke off. Like this is where it was. This is where he tripped over, land right into this Balor family jewels. Like, ow! Like this is where, like it seemed like that him and his wife were not going to be expecting to have children anytime soon. But it's where then we got Braun Breaker hit a right hand on the Dirty Dominic Mysterio, knocking and making him pay with it, provoking angry. This is where he want to do a bonus whammy onto somebody, which it ends up being what's his name, Carlito. This is where he did a salute to the Brussels Belgian fans. This is where he found a Grand Slam is a charm card, like which will be guaranteed to hit his finisher after hitting the signature to Breaking Steiner right off the top rope in the upper right corner side. Here's where Braun Breaker's like, okay, it's time for it. This is where he's like, get up and feel the wrath. And this is where, and no, he's not talking. It sounded like that. The Australian girl that loves playing guitars and puppets. This is where he goes for the spear. 1, 2, 3, and steal your Intercontinental Champion, Bronson Breaker. But yeah, this is not just gonna get any kind of trophy. It's gonna get the Golden Trophy. Yeah. Like it was totally fantastic. It was totally phenomenal. Totally like what it should be. The only thing that was missing is who's going to be the next challenger is. Well, they kind of teased it with the Judgment Day, do a post-match beatdown with Carlito and Dirty Dominic attacking them until they heard Cielo Miedo. And yeah, this is where we finally saw Penta come out there. He took out both the fellow Latino wrestlers, more likely the arch nemesis ones. This is where then Braun Breaker finished things off by spearing Carlito, send him on the outside. Here's where Penta grabbed onto the Intercontinental Championship. He was like, here you go, champ. But just for now, because you might be worrying about me next. This is where fans are chanting, Cero Miedo, Cero Miedo. And that's where they here, you earn this, so I'm gonna give it to you for now. But it's where then he was Mania's in the next 5 weeks. This is where then he lifts up the Intercontinental. I'm like, the only person that's missing in this match is Sheamus. Hopefully, this will lead up into some kind of a ladder or gauntlet match like they normally do when it's the multi-man match at WrestleMania for a mid-card title like this. But let me know in the comments down below how they're gonna manage to put this together for this particular title. Let me know down in the comment section right down below. But that was the end of Monday Night Raw, basically. With Monday Night Raw being very, very quicker, I wouldn't be surprised if it was 10 minutes shorter than it would normally would be, an hour and 20 minutes. But it was still a really good show. Maybe not the greatest show, but it still was something that is worth to remember, especially being on St. Patrick's Day, with us celebrating this holiday, along with watching the show probably live on the afternoon, like your boy Super Ninja Austin. While some of you guys that are from the European countries, y'all getting to watch, and other countries outside of America, y'all getting to watch this in the evening, enjoying the experience like how us Americans do, when we watch Monday Night Raw. And I'm very happy for you guys. Hopefully it continues that way. Thank God for Netflix. Thank God for every streaming service out there that they'll probably broadcast any wrestling shows. And especially Netflix and Max, for doing the 2 favorite SNA's favorite shows in the world. I'm so jealous of you international fans getting all the spoiling treats. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts on Monday Night Raw tonight. I'll say not so perfect, but not so awful either. And I would say it gets a very even. I'll say not even, more likely a very fair 4 stars. I'll say 4 stars. I'll say because it was just 2. I'll say averagely good. I'll say if that's even a term to put it. But yeah, I thought I might just put it in that way. But yeah, but what are your thoughts on Monday Night Raw? let me know down in the comment section right down below. And also hit the big thumbs up button. Also hit the subscribe and the post notification bells as well for more daily wrestling news video. Also subscribe on my other channel at SNA Entertainment. Link, I think the link is in the description box below on this video as well, where it says if it says at SNA Entertainment. or SNA The Entertainer. I meant to say the SNA Entertainer, SNA The Entertainer 2019, which that's what the username of the YouTube channel, which you can click on the link and it'll lead you to the what's it called, to the channel, so you can subscribe on it and check out all the movies and the animations off of that channel. Like, you have a totally different channel for it, because I'm talking about totally different what's it called? What's that called? Topics like movies and animation, basically. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow night, like for NXT, which will be the NXT episode, like on March 18th. Yeah, March 18th, which we're gonna be seeing probably a few pretty good matches, which I'm gonna search like what exactly going to be on about. But previous to that, we're going to be talking about the wrestling news, where we're going to hire your boy SNA, going to be talking about the wildest and intriguing wrestling news stories and rumors that you assassinators need to know from the, I'll say oh yeah, it's gonna be Soruka taking on Chelsea Green in a false count anywhere match, like for the Women's United States Championship. And then we got Ricky Saints taking on what's his name? Ricky Saints taking on Ridge Holland. Yeah, okay. We got those two matches that's going to be on the card. Let me know, boys, in the comment section right down below. Boys and girls in the comment section right down below, who's going to be the winner of those matches, respectively. And we're going to be talking about the wildest and intriguing wrestling news stories and rumors that you assassinators need to know as well. On the, I'll say the, what article? I'll say maybe the Wrestle Talk article, like, yeah, which will be, March 18, 2025, which is the day after today. I hope y'all have a very phenomenal and magnificent holiday for the rest of your evening. And I'll see you next time with some more SNA content. Until we meet again, Super Ninja Austin out of here. Bye-bye, my assassinators. Yeah, I'll have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you all. Go Lucky Green, and for those fellow Irishmen out there, I want to wish y'all a happy holiday, even though it's not Christmas. Peace.